All right, let's talk about getting rich. It's one of those goals that can feel, well, completely out of reach, right? Like it's something just for a lucky few. But what if I told you that building real, lasting wealth wasn't about some giant leap? What if it was about a bunch of tiny, almost invisible steps? Let's dive into what that actually looks like. So yeah, that's the big question, isn't it? When you cut through all the noise, all the get-rich-quick nonsense online, what's the real, practical way to build wealth? How do you actually do it? When we think about getting rich, our minds immediately jump to these big, flashy scenarios. You win the lottery, a long-lost relative leaves you a fortune, or you land that one perfect six-figure job right out of the gate. But let's be honest, relying on these is basically like trying to catch lightning in a bottle. It's all luck or circumstances that most of us are just never gonna have.
The real answer, the one that's actually available to pretty much everyone, is a lot quieter. It's not about one single dramatic event. Nope, it's a process. It's a system of small things you can start doing today, and then tomorrow, and the day after that.
This is what we're gonna call financial alchemy. I love that term. It's this idea of turning the ordinary, everyday stuff, your daily habits, into the gold of long-term wealth. And I know it sounds a little bit magical, but believe me, it is incredibly practical. But let's be super clear here. Even though it sounds like magic, this kind of alchemy isn't about luck at all. It's actually a reliable formula. You take small, consistent habits, you add a good dose of time, and that equals significant wealth. The secret ingredient that really makes it all work, it's the incredible power of compounding, and we're gonna get to that in just a bit. Okay, so let's move on and see how this actually works in the real world. We're gonna break down 4 core daily rituals. Think of these as the simple habits that are gonna build the foundation for your whole financial future. First up is habit number 1, 24-hour money control. Now, forget trying to track your spending for a whole month. That's overwhelming. Just for today, just one day, pay attention to every single dollar that leaves your wallet or your bank account. The goal here isn't to judge yourself or feel bad. It's just about awareness. It's about finally seeing where your money is actually going. That's always the first step. Okay, habit number 2 is all about what they call marginal gains, 1% daily improvement. Look, this is not about a massive overhaul of your entire financial life overnight. It's about finding just one tiny thing you can do a little bit better today. Seriously, it could be as small as unsubscribing from a tempting store email or deciding to walk instead of grabbing a rideshare. That's it. And this totally reframes how we think about this stuff, right? We think getting better with money has to feel like this huge, painful sacrifice, like pushing a giant boulder up a hill. But what it really is just a series of tiny, manageable wins. So instead of thinking, oh man, I have to cut all my fun spending, you just think, I wonder where I can find $1 to save today. See? So much more doable. Next up, habit 3, micro-budgeting. The whole idea of a monthly budget is so intimidating that honestly, a lot of people just never even start one. So don't. Just budget for the next 24 hours. That's it. Okay, today I'm planning to spend this much on lunch and this much on gas. Boom, you're done. It's a super simple, proactive plan that puts you in the driver's seat one day at a time. And finally, habit 4 is all about small savings techniques. Think of this as actively hunting for those little opportunities to save. It's making a conscious choice to brew your coffee at home, to pack a lunch, or maybe to just pause for 10 seconds before you click Buy Now online. Every single one of those is a small victory, and believe me, they add up. Okay, so you might be thinking, really? $1 here, $5 there? How is that ever gonna make a real difference? Well, this next part explains the engine that drives this whole thing, the absolutely incredible power of compounding. And look, it's true. On day 1, saving $5 feels, well, it just feels like you have $5. It's not life-changing. The progress at the beginning is so slow you can barely even see it. But that is where most people give up, right before the magic is about to happen. And right here, this is the magic. Just look at this growth. That tiny daily habit in year 1, it looks like almost nothing. But check it out by year 10, it's become something real. And by year 20, the growth goes nuts, it's exponential. Your money literally starts making its own money. And that is when your small, consistent actions start creating these massive, undeniable results. This right here is probably the most important takeaway of this whole explainer. Let this sink in for a second. True, sustainable wealth is a marathon built out of tiny, consistent steps. It is not a one-time sprint. It's all about the system, not the windfall.
So we've covered the what, the how, and the why. But now comes the most critical part, right? Turning all this knowledge into actual action. So let's talk about what you can do in your first 24 hours, starting now.
Hey, don't try to do everything all at once. That's the old way of thinking. Just choose one of these. That's it, just one. Are you gonna just track what you spend for the rest of today? Or maybe you'll actively hunt for a single $1 saving. Or maybe you'll go into your banking app right now and automate a tiny $5 transfer to savings each week. Just pick one.
And that brings us right here to our final question for you. And this isn't theoretical, it's a choice. Looking at these simple options, what is the one small thing you're going to do today to start your own journey of financial alchemy? Because the real power isn't in knowing this stuff, it's in doing it.